Hey friends and lovers, so just in case you're curious about metal clay and you haven't gotten started yet, let me tell you just a couple of things. Number one, every package of metal clay comes with instructions, and those instructions will include 3 key pieces of information. The ramp speed, which is how fast you come up to the target temperature, the target temperature itself, which is the temperature at which this metal will sinter, which is what you're looking for, is sinter. And number 3, how long you should hold it at that temperature in order to make certain that it is fully sintered. The thing is, that timetable is generally a minimum, right? So this is how long, this is the minimum amount of time that you have to hold at that temperature in order to get what we consider to be a solid sinter, something that's not going to come apart in your hands as you're polishing it, right? But stronger is better. So the more sintered it is, what's happening in sinter is that when it goes into the kiln, it's got binder in between all the little bitty pieces of metal so that you could work it like clay. First thing that happens is all that organic binder burns off and you're left with spaces in between the little bits of copper, right? Let's say it's copper, doesn't matter, in between the bits of metal. So as it reaches temperature for sinter, it's not quite melted, but it's hot enough that all of those little bits of metal start moving in closer together and becoming more solid. So let me tell you, let me show you the difference between, this is per instruction. I'm just dropping it on a steel bench plate so you can hear it. Okay? And here's a piece that's fully sintered. You hear that ring? That's a stronger piece of metal. I can bend that metal. I can work with that metal. Whereas this piece of metal is, I don't know, it might be okay, but it's all fun and games until Aunt Susie slams her necklace in the car door. You know what I'm saying? So I prefer to go for a longer soak, or in this case, I took this out of the kiln this morning, fully cooled. It's not sintered to my satisfaction, so I'm going to go after it with a torch for a couple minutes and just finish it up. But that's something to bear in mind. If you're doing earrings, they're not going to be abused as much as something like a ring or a necklace that might get caught on something. Then you don't have to worry about it as much. But if you are doing a piece that's really going to take a beating, you got to make sure that it is fully sintered. And the easiest way to check is to drop it on the floor. You get the dull sound or you get the bright sound that you got with the dragon. That bright sound is what you're after. I hope that made sense.